Oh, can I get in here? You. Yep, good. All right, thank you. Did you get to look? Anything up?
Everybody, and welcome to the Meijer. Keith Block, Matt Pogue with you, getting set for boys basketball. We apologize for the delay in beginning. Dude, Mother Nature had Taco Bell yesterday because it is windy and everything is closed.
I got to tell you, I got here no problem.
I don't know how. I tried getting here. Now, I've been working at Montgomery for 12 years. Thank God I know, like, every long cut in Montgomery or Mercer and Somerset County in order to get here. Otherwise, I would have been, like, completely up Poops Creek, and it would have been a problem.
Well, I mean, we're happy to have you, I guess.
Thank you. Timmy Bartholomew is coaching the Daylights out of the track team this evening, so he will be unable to join us. And I don't really care because, wow, that sounded horrible.
Yeah, that sounded
actually.
real. You should try that again.
No, I apologize. Tim, I care. I care deeply. I just am so thankful that I have Pogue. I can't believe that I just said that either.
I know. Let's get that recorded. Is that recorded?
Can we stop this and restart this
we
entire
probably
thing?
should. You're not the right person right now.
Move this over so I could, like, regather my life, would you? Anyway, welcome to boys basketball, the Central Jersey Group 4 opening round, pitting the 4th-seeded Montgomery Cougars against the Mustangs of Manalapan. And, Matt, I had a chance a little bit earlier today to check out very briefly Manalapan, and I was looking for any kind of shred of comparison that I could make on my own without relying on somebody else to tell me what was going on, and I couldn't find one because Manalapan, is a Shore Conference team, and they played the entirety of their 26 games in the Shore Conference. There's no crossovers whatsoever, and that makes it for a little tough for us to kind of see what's going on. But I can tell you that they're 14-12, and they were 7-7 in the conference. So they've played 2 more games than we have. Montgomery, of course, 18-6 coming into the game. What it all quite means, I don't really know. From what I could read, one of their players was out for a good piece of the season and then came back a little bit later. So I think that they probably have picked some things up as the second half of the season has gone on. I don't know if you had a chance to talk to anybody before I got here.
I mean, the one thing I did see was a little bit of Googling, and Dylan Kaufman's name seemed to come up quite a bit. And, I mean, if he's the all-time leading scorer, we can definitely expect something. So I'm curious to see what that's going to be.
Did you just drop that statistic on us? Is that a thing?
I did. I Googled that. That's a fact.
Okay, so why don't you start that one over and talk to the camera and tell them what that is.
All right, so Dylan Kaufman, all-time leading scorer in their program's history.
Look at that. See how easy that was?
I know. That was. Oh, is this broadcasting school? Is this like the tutorial?
It's about time we got to it. Jeez.
Yeah, but he got a lot of mentions in this, so I'm curious to see what they do with him, whether he's a pick-and-roll guy or whether he's somebody that's going to be, just straight up posting up, or can he do it all, or what the story is.
Marlboro had taken down one of our kind of a team that I always hope to avoid in Central for Manalapan. Manalapan always seem to come here and give us a problem in the opening round. I want to turn the focus back to the Montgomery team now. It feels like it's been an eternity since we've been on the Meijer, and that's mostly only because it has been about an eternity since we've been on the Meijer, mostly thanks to me, because I've just been scattershot all over the tri-state area. But early exit in the county tournament. I don't know any other way to put it than that. The sights were set a lot higher than that.
Oh, definitely.
Now, I think if you want to take anything from that, it serves to only reinforce something that I'm pretty sure we were aware of, but reinforces it nonetheless, that if you don't bring your A game at this point in the season, you're going to lose.
Yeah, and if you have a rough shooting night at this point, there really is no recovering. You need to get out to a quick start, get into your offense, and get things moving.
Now, this is, again, my fault here. I wish that, and this is just completely parenthetical away from boys basketball, I wish I could rewind. And you have no clue how wonderful you have it right now.
No, I don't.
Because the first, 2 years when I worked here, nobody really knew it. Not that nobody knows who you are. Nobody knew who I was. Nobody asked me to do anything. It was fantastic.
Oh, I know what that's like. That's pretty nice.
I can't buy a second to myself to, possibly sound informed on a web broadcast right now, because I am about as uncomfortable and uninformed as I have ever been heading into a basketball game, let alone a state playoff game. The normal amount of preparation I'm able to do in a day for something like this is significantly higher, but here we are, and we'll try to fake it till we make it as best we possibly can.
Well, I'll take a little bit of blame of that, popping in your office, asking you a billion questions. That's probably not helping the cause.
No, I mean, I'm actually not going to kill you for that one. And, wow, you want to know how bad my kind of agita is for Manalapan? I looked up Manalapan boys basketball stats.
You've been saying Manalapan a lot.
And I got to stop.
I thought you had a connection coming.
No.
Not tying it in?
No, not at all. And you know what I actually want to do? Because here, something has just happened that's going to save the Meyer pregame show. North Hunterdon head coach Kyle Raring is going to save the Meyer pregame show. We're going to go to commercial. We're going to get him a headset, and then we're going to talk actual basketball. The Central Jersey Group 4 playoffs are coming up in about 14 minutes from now. We'll be back with North Hunterdon and former Montgomery coach Kyle Raring, and hopefully he'll tell us what the hell's going on.
Somebody's got him.
Playoff basketball is coming on the Meyer. Stay with us. Welcome back here to Montgomery. Keith Block, Matt Pogue, and the head coach of North Hunterdon, our old friend. And I could say old friend or old, friend.
Yes, that's better.
Probably.
Yeah.
Kyle Rurick. Coach, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, as I alluded to, you are going to save the Meyer pregame show and tell us everything that we need to know about the Mustangs of Marlboro.
Ooh, everything. That's
no
not
pressure.
a lot.
Just save the whole broadcast for us. No
Please.
I mean, that's pretty high expectations. They're going to come in here. Number 2, Ratner, is their best player. He can shoot it from wherever. He can handle it pretty well. He really pushes it in transition. He's the guy that really gets them going offensively. They do have a kid that's a 1,000-point scorer, but he is out.
All right, that was the guy we were talking about earlier.
And that is
That's Kaufman.
Okay. Dylan
Yes.
Kaufman. Okay.
Yeah.
So was he out and then back and then now out again?
I think it's been off and on that he's been in and out. But yeah, he's out today.
Okay. That's I will say thank you for that one.
Yeah, you're
Basketball
quite
gods.
welcome. They have a freshman. I'm trying to just make sure I get the right number here.
Schutzer?
Number
4?
Yes, I think number 4. He's another guy that can shoot the ball. Again,
no, he's a senior. I'm sorry. You said a freshman.
Yes.
21 and 22, both starting, are both freshmen.
I believe it's 21.
Jonathan Spatola.
Yeah,
okay.
he's again.
You know what I should do also? This is another. Pogue, make sure you take notes on this.
All right, what do we
when
got?
people who are telling you things that you should probably remember,
Write them
write them down.
Write them down.
Oh, listen
Yes.
to them and then record what they
Record
said.
what they're saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
Journalism 101 is getting better every day.
I mean, it's part of the learning strategies that we have.
Hope the College of New Jersey folks are watching this right now, baby.
But
It's a pro broadcast right here.
yeah, 21, freshman. He's pretty good off the dribble. He can shoot the ball a little bit. Number 4, Schutzer. He's one of their bigger kids now. He can shoot the ball. In the games I've watched, he really likes to drift out to the corner and shoot some threes.
Okay.
So
And you said he's one of their bigs.
yes, he's one of their bigs. The kid that's out is 6'6".
Right. Okay.
But they like to push the ball, and like I said, number 2 is really the guy that you have to know about, and if they can get him going, they're pretty good. Defensively, we're going to see a lot of 2-3 out of them. They really like.
I don't think that's probably a shock for anybody now at this point, right?
I don't think it is, but they really extend out a little bit. I think the way the Cougars move the basketball, I think they can really exploit that and get some high-low looks, just get some inside-out touches. And they could do what they do well.
I'm going to do, I think, some people a favor at home because we just, dipped not a toe but, half of our right leg in the basketball jargon. And there's a couple of, little brothers and moms out there that are going, what in the world are they talking about? 2-3 referring to the defense that Marlboro is going to play against Montgomery. It is a zone, 2 guards at the top, 3 forwards underneath it. It seems to be the defense that has caused the most problems for Montgomery so far this year. The way that you would normally attack a zone like that is to get the ball into the middle, free it up across onto the other side, and you shoot your way out of a zone. For Montgomery this year, Coach, it feels as though, and I don't have the data to back it up, but in the couple of games that Montgomery's lost against that 2-3, most notably early against Ridge, and then, certainly the Boundbrook game, when it seems like everybody's gone cold at the same time. In your coaching experience, is that kind of a thing, is that a phenomenon that you feel like is almost contagious?
I think some teams like to think you have to shoot against the zone, where teams like Montgomery, who move the ball really well, they pass the ball really well, they have some guys that can play inside out. I think, as you alluded to, getting the ball at the high post area, the low post or the short corner, and then looking to score from there, and that will open up the inside-out shots, which are a lot easier, Montgomery has some guys that can shoot, and I think that's what they need to do, just get the ball inside a little bit and then work it out, and I think they could really exploit this zone.
I felt like all year long that every time, they've hit one of those roadblocks where, and I won't call it an inexplicable roadblock because that's not doing any kind of justice to the opposing team who clearly comes in with a game plan and then executes it. But I feel like it's almost inexplicable because of the amount of outside shooting talent, and that all you need is one of those guys to make 2 or 3 threes, and you feel like, well, yeah, we would have won 3 of those 4 maybe that we lost. I just keep saying, mathematically, how can that be possible that everybody's cold at the same time? And it's happened 4 times this year.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's hard to explain. And, we played zone against the Cougars, and they shot pretty well against us. So maybe me being here will lead to some good shooting.
No, listen, I said this to Coach Grundy. You scare me to death every time we play you. It's something unlike anybody else does. You know what I mean? So that, number one, is scary. Not that we're not prepared for it, but you have figured out a way to breed shooters, over there in farm country. And they just, I don't – every time I look up, somebody's pulling up from 3 feet beyond the three-point line with a quick release, and the thing doesn't touch anything except the bottom of the net. What are you doing over there? What are you feeding them? Yeah. The NJSIA gave us permission to broadcast this game. It's okay. No one's watching, I swear. Matt, defensively, in my opinion, but I keep deferring to you all season long for the defensive efforts. I think Rohan Prakash has not gotten the attention maybe that he deserves for the importance that he plays to this team on the defensive end. And I'm not even talking about the games where he's had double-digit blocks. It's his ability to alter shots. Am I on or am I off?
Oh no, for once you are dead on. I mean, when he closes out on shooters around the three-point line, it's huge because not only can they not shoot over him, they can't pass around him because of his length. When his arms are out wide, I mean, you really don't have a lot of options, especially in the short corner, and he kind of traps you there, almost like a one-man trap, and that's huge for the other guys on defense. They can kind of sit around and know, all right, I got my man. Rohan's got a lot of the passing lanes covered on his own.
As you prepared for a guy like Rohan twice this year, you know, if you've never seen him, I guess you probably would call him sneaky athletic. He is athletic as hell.
Yes, he is. I mean, we talked about him, I mean, being 6'7" or 6'8", about the rebounding, the changing shots, but he can defend on the perimeter too. He's not like your typical 6'7" or 6'8" kid where you can just blow by them. He's got the length. He's, like you said, he's sneaky quick. He's a tough matchup, and you put him on the court with some guys that are between 6'1" and 6'3" that are long, and then you throw him on the court with Rubio at the same time. They're a pain defensively.
It would not shock me, and I did not talk to anybody about this, but just as we've seen the games go on more and more this year, that you're going to see more of that 1-3-1 with one of those guys at the top. Probably Rubio out up top with that length there. But we were talking about how it's difficult when you can't have both of those guys on the court for at least this specific Montgomery team to play that way, because then you leave the backside and kind of the glass a little bit exposed. But with both of them there, I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah, you don't see too many high school teams that can throw out two kids their size, their length, and their athleticism at the same time. That's a rarity.
What are you doing for the game? Did you plan to sit over there? Do you want to stay with us?
No, I'm sitting right there, right behind the bench. Coach Grundy asked if I would sit on the bench, and I said I'll sit behind.
That might not go over so well some other places other than here.
That's why I'm sitting behind the bench. He wanted me on, but I figured this is the closest I could get without ruffling any feathers.
Okay, well, there is a headset waiting. I will not unplug it. If at any point you want to wander back here, especially at halftime, let us know what's going on. That would be wonderful.
So I could just come in during the middle of the game and just
pick it up, drop a nugget, and come back 100%.
Let's do it. Sign me up.
The head coach of the Lions of North Hunterdon and our good friend Kyle Rarick. Kyle, thanks, man.
Thank you.
The Central Jersey group. Well, don't take it off just yet. Hang on. Jeez, goodness gracious.
This is kind of how Glock works. He lets you know after you've done something you're doing it wrong.
When you take off the headset in the middle of the broadcast and throw it down, it's like in the whole. Let me just go to commercial, then I'll let you take the headset off. Is that okay? Oh, I turned the wrong volume up. I do that all the time too. Now you can talk.
I just apologize sincerely to Mr.
No. Don't you start doing that. He'll expect it all the time now. Don't do that.
28-3.
Hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's reset. That hurt.
I know.
That was deep right away, too.
We're going to try again. The Central Jersey Group 4 opening round is coming up in a couple of minutes. The head coach of North Hunterdon hopefully will join us a couple of times throughout the broadcast. And tip-off in about 4 minutes from now. Stay with us. Montgomery and Marlboro. You're caught in the mire. It's the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience. Welcome back to Montgomery High School. Keith Block and Matt Pogue with you in the mire as the starting lineups are being announced behind us. The Montgomery student section, I don't know if you can get a close-up of that, Mr. Pogue.
There we go.
Turning around in disrespect to the opposite team, the 14-12 Marlboro Mustangs. Let's give you quickly their starting five. Alex Ratner seems to be the straw that stirs the drink, as Coach Griff would say. Alex Schutzer, Alexi Friedman, Jonathan Spatola, and Jack Seidler. Spatola and Seidler are freshmen. Spatola can really light it up from the outside, so says Northumberland head coach Kyle Rehrig. And the team's best player, senior Dylan Kaufman, is a scratch tonight. He's a no-go. He's been a bit off and on all season long with an injury. He is a 1,000-point scorer and the all-time leading scorer in Marlboro history, so Montgomery not having to deal with him is a very good thing. For Montgomery, it is the usual starting five being announced behind me. Joe Eliconi, Rohan Prakash, 6'7", headed to Johns Hopkins. Kyle Howard, he'll go to Gettysburg to play lacrosse. Riley Green headed to Skidmore. He will enter as Chase Ta leaves as a point guard up in Central New York. And the fifth of the team's 6 senior captains, its best player, number 23, Kevin Vermelt. He'll also head to Gettysburg, and he will hit the hardwood there in Pennsylvania. Mr. Pogue, how are we feeling about this?
Right now I'm feeling real good. Those introductions always get me every time.
It was the one thing that really pained me when we started doing the Mire back in 2011 was to give up that job, because doing the intros, the year that we won the state championship for the first time in the James Lupos Brian Testa year, this place was insane.
I mean, we got a decent crowd out here tonight.
We do, decent. First round of the Central Jersey Group 4 state tournament. The 4th seeded Cougs of Montgomery win their home whites, and the 13th seeded Mustangs of Marlboro in the road blues. And the tip is won by Kevin Vermelt as he reaches over Spatola to control it. Significant height advantage here for Montgomery, especially when they go with both of the bigs, as Howard will drive and kick. Green very calmly, a bounce pass inside and knocked away by Seidler.
Yeah, the height disparity is pretty noticeable immediately.
Howard's going to trigger that inbound. They throw it up for Green and right to Vermelt to the short corner. Riley back inside. Up and under from Howard off the window, and an early 2-0 lead for the Cougs.
And they immediately went right to that, right into the post.
I continue to be impressed with how calm the Montgomery seniors are. Here comes some of the trap that we expected, the matchup zone. A dish and a kick and a missed 3 from Schutzer into the hands of Eliconi. And nearly a steal from Ratner, but it's a little too much juice into the cheerleaders. Just underway here in the den, 7:10 to go in the first quarter. Little confusion. As Howard and Green will get things set. Here's an alley-oop up top. Prakash nearly comes down on top of Howard, but instead he'll just turn around and lay it in.
Rohan gets going like that, it's going to be a long night for them in the paint.
Yeah, it could be. Because it's not even like there's a little bit of a height disparity, as another 3 from the near corner, no good, and Howard again has the rebound. It's a huge height disparity as Howard drives, kicks the corner from Riley, no good. Ratner will sky for the rebound athletically. 4-0 Montgomery, 90 seconds into the ball game. A floater, no good, and Howard again has the rebound. Sometimes you don't know what you're going to get from a team that lacks height as a turnover there. Usually they're super tenacious on the boards. Thus far, that's not the case for Marlboro.
Yeah, you either expect that or be very pesky on-ball defenders, something like that.
Ratner crossing over on Eliconi. Gets it back and fires away from 3 and knocks it down. That's a nice set play behind a pick handoff from Jack Seidler. 4-3 Cougs. And as we mentioned, that 2-3 zone, Montgomery's going to have to ramp up some of the motion as Green will go behind his back and get into the lane. And a short corner jumper from Rohan is good.
See, that's what I want to see out of Rohan. If he can make that shot open and kind of get a little bit of space away from the paint, he's going to open up a lot of shooters.
Rise and fire from Rohan, and when you have that kind of height advantage going in, you can get a pretty good look in situations like that. I'm a little thrown off. Grundy's got a suit on today.
Yeah, all black too.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that a... I wonder if he ripped through all the rest of his pants. Great defense from Vermelt on Spatola as he drives and kicks. Eliconi running out to the corner, and the three-pointer from Schutzer is short, so the Cougs will come quickly the other way.
Excellent closeout by Eliconi.
Rabayo's up off the bench, so the two bigs will come into the game as Howard will throw back inside. A great extra pass from Howard, and it's Rohan on the receiving end of it. It's 8-3 Montgomery.
And that kind of ball movement is exactly how they're going to beat this zone.
Ratner goes to the baseline, tries to draw some contact from Prakash, and if that's what he's going to be looking for to try to draw fouls, I think it's going to be a long day. As for Melt with body control, no good. Rohan trying to tip it to himself, can't, and here comes Marlboro. On the post quickly, a floater is nicely done from the freshman Jack Seidler. 8-5 now, Montgomery leads Marlboro halfway through quarter number 1. Vermelt directing a little bit of traffic, and he and Riley will get things rocking and rolling. Right inside to Howard, and that's going to be another easy layup. So far, the 2-3 zone is not causing any issues to the Cougar offense. 10-5 Montgomery. This is Spatola, and he will fire away from the foul line. That's no good. Vermelt has it. It's knocked away from him and stolen. Spatola gets it back. He goes to Ratner. Couple of ball fakes. And Schutzer from the short corner will knock down a jumper. That was just unlucky, I feel like, Matt, there. Vermelt just had a whole mess of bodies around him, and not a ton he could do.
No, I mean, the defense was good. It's just unlucky bounce every once in a while.
You see Curry getting set to check in as well. And finally, they will be able to do so, as Vermelt and Eliconi will get a break. Ramon Fontanez is also into the game for Marlboro for substitution for the Mustangs. As we said in the pregame, Marlboro comes in 14-12, and they finished 7-7 in the conference. Couple of great extra passes. Prakash to Howard. That seems to be the formula. Marlboro is going to have to make some adjustments to that 2-3.
I don't think the ball touched the ground that possession.
Good hedge by Rabayo, but Ratner able to dribble his way out of it. Spatola for 3, no good. An offensive rebound, and that is no good, and Rabayo will pick up a foul. It's about as long as a sport jacket has ever lasted in a playoff game in Montgomery history. Over 5.5 minutes.
That was pretty good. That jacket was working kind of hard anyway.
No doubt. First free throw, no good. I'm going on UnderArmour.com right now and buying him some new khakis. I don't know if I could deal with this suit thing. Not a big fan. An empty trip, but they're going to get another crack. Ooh, they're going to say that's out of bounds off of Marlboro. That's a fortunate break for Montgomery. Quick break, 30-second timeout from Marlboro. 12-7 Montgomery. We'll take the timeout with him. You're caught in the mire. It's the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience.
Pequod Communications are a professional provider of business solutions who specialize in facilitating corporate communications. They possess the necessary palette of skills, services, and technology to do so dynamically and with tangible, measurable results. That is to say, efficiency, cost savings, growth, and much more. Contact Pequod Communications at 609-951-0300, extension 125.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Keith Glock and Matt Pogue with you. Tim Bartholomew is busy coaching track. A banner season for the girls track team here at Montgomery in the winter season.
Yeah, we'll give them a pass this time.
Montgomery leads it by 5, 12-7. As Riley Green will leave for Howard. And Kyle's going to pull up from the foul line and knock it down. A very, very, very strong first quarter from Kyle Howard. And the lead grows, 14-7 Montgomery.
That's the kind of jumper coach was talking about in the pregame, that they can get that, they're going to be able to break this zone.
Ratner loses the handle, but he's able to regather. Here's a quick double. And a steal. Riley Green stepping in the passing lane. He tries to go between two guys and instead leaves out for Curry. Ryan is going to go to the lane with a floater, and he knocks it down. Boy, Curry has played some impactful minutes down the stretch for Montgomery, and the lead now grows to 9, 16-7, 90 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Marlboro will play around the outside. I think they called that timeout, and that's the kind of thing that ends up almost playing into Montgomery's hands because it allows them to really gather their breath to play defense. Ratner with a ball fake, and they close out, and he knocks down another 3.
I think we're starting to figure out what they do well.
And considering that the team's best player isn't playing, as Curry just has his pocket picked by Ratner right away. And the layup is no good, and an offensive rebound for Ratner is going to send him to the line. That was just a little bit of an upperclassman and a junior Alex Ratner saying to the freshman, yeah, you still got a couple things to learn. I'll teach them to you right now. First free throw from Alex Ratner is good. So Vermelt is back in quickly, and Howard gets a seat. Second one from Ratner is good. He rattles it home. The lead's down to 4. So a quick 5-0 run with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. 16-12, Cougs lead Marlboro. Prakash to the post for Rabayo. He goes up and under. That's no good. Prakash tries to tip it in. That's no good, but it ends up right back in his hands, and he puts it up and in. That's the kind of thing you're going to need with this height advantage, is to take full advantage of it.
And if you're relentless, they have nothing they can do.
20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Rabayo nearly comes up with a steal. Instead, it ends up in the corner with a 3. No good. It's on the floor and recovered with 6 seconds to go by Spatola. He goes to the corner, and they're going to say Ratner's on the baseline or the sideline with 3 seconds to go. 6-point lead for Montgomery. Can they get another bucket? Again, I'm surprised there's not full court pressure here.
Yeah, you're going to let a shooter get right up to
Riley
the 3-point
with
line.
2 seconds. Just over half court. He's going to pull up and knock it down. Hello, Riley Green.
I don't think they'll do that again.
One away to end quarter number 1 in the Central Jersey Group 4 opening round. Montgomery 21 and Marlboro 12. Wow. Stay with us. The second quarter is coming up right after this. You're caught in the mire. It's the Montgomery Internet Radio Stream.
At Montgomery Orthodontics, we're committed to providing excellent orthodontic treatment and first-class service for our patients, their families, and our referring doctors. We're committed to being the community leader in quality orthodontic care. We treat children, adolescents, and adults, and we feel everyone deserves the benefits of a beautiful smile. Contact us at montgomeryortho.com or by phone at 609-688-1611. That's montgomeryortho.com or by phone at 609-688-1611. Princeton Orthopedic Associates have 5 locations in the greater Mercer County area and are fully equipped with digital x-ray technology, physical therapy, and MRI tech to fully diagnose and treat the entire spectrum of musculoskeletal disorders. With a total of 25 physicians spanning multiple specialties, they are one of the largest orthopedic groups in the state. Go to PrincetonOrthopedic.com or simply Google Princeton Orthopedics and get on the road to feeling well immediately.
Welcome back to the Den. Keith Block and Matt Pogue with you in the mire. Mr. Pogue, your anal retentive nature has paid off. They're going to get a late foul call there on Vermelt.
I mean, that was about a 4-degree adjustment, but I hope the viewers appreciate it.
I am pretty sure that they will. Just trying to check out my own volume levels here, making sure that we're still okay there. First free throw is good from Alex Ratner. 3 team fouls for Montgomery, none so far on Marlboro. And second one is good. Man, always fun when you can beat the buzzer like that. And we always talk about how Riley seems to be a bit better from well beyond the three-point line with that endless range. And as if he was listening to the broadcast, Ratner picks up the team's first foul.
He likes to give him a show, and he knows. Glock's talking about me right now.
Yeah. Rabayo. Couple of big steps to the basket, and that's a strong move from the 6'8" sophomore. The lead is back to 9, 23-14 for the Cougs. This is one of the team's 2 starting freshmen who knocks down a three-pointer. As Kyle Rarick told us in the pregame that he might. Jonathan Spatola with a step back. As Vermelt now will gather and go into the lane, and he'll go strong with the right hand and lay it in. Matt, you're really seeing the difference in the size and strength of this Cougar team compared to Marlboro.
Yeah, there's zero fear about getting into the lane. They are just at will deciding, I want to get to the bucket right now.
No doubt. Spatola again with a step back, and that's no good. Prakash that time able to come down with the rebound. Vermelt going quickly. He leaves for Curry, wide open in the corner. 3, no good. Knocked right into the hands of Prakash, and that's a great job by Rabayo.
This is the type of rebounding that I haven't really seen from them all season. This is a different intensity.
And they're going to get a travel on Ratner, who can't believe it. There was contact with Prakash, who got kind of tangled up in himself, it seemed almost, and kind of ended up just confusing Ratner a little bit.
No, he meant to do that.
Prakash. A dribble handoff for Kevin. Green. Calmly as ever. Stopping and restarting. And Maripodi, he's going to throw up a floater off the window. And the unluckiest man in a Cougar jersey ever has that one roll off.
That's still great shot selection.
I wonder if Ratner kind of knew what he was in for once Maripodi checked in the game.
That's that guy.
It's the guy they told me about. And a carry. Well, if you're going to call Ratner for that walk, you may as well call Green for the carry. 27-17 Montgomery, 5:48 to go, second quarter. First round of the Central Jersey Group 4 playoffs. Keith Glock and Matt Pogue with you here in the mire. Spatola has a baseline drive, and they're going to get a offensive foul.
There you go.
A late, or no, actually they're just going to say he stepped on the baseline. I think the officials split the difference and looked at it and said, I probably should have called a foul there on the push-off, but I'll settle for the out of bounds.
Rohan very quick on his feet like we talked about too.
Good judicious job by Rabayo there, because I think his first look is always to go inside, and he would have had to squeeze it into the tiniest of holes. As inside out for Riley, and a 3, that's no good. Vermelt tries to grab the rebound but can't. So instead, it'll be Ratner and Spatola. And Maripodi just talking to Ratner, and Ratner kind of putting his hand on his shoulder. And we're going to get a travel.
I think he was letting him know, I'm here to annoy you today. It is my job.
Still talking to him on his way up the court. .445 to go first half. 10-point lead for Montgomery is from Melt and Riley, player on the outside. Howard. From Melt now with a significant size advantage on Spatola, but instead chooses to go to Howard, who goes to that spin move, and he goes to the window. Banks open, it's 29-17.
They've been very willing to pass up the easy three-point shots that they could take and try and just get inside that zone.
Kyle LaRocca will walk it over mid-court. Maripodi maybe gets away with a little shove on LaRocca and will come the other way for Vermelt. Kevin has his shot blocked out of bounds. That's the difference between Marlboro and Montgomery. I think if that play happens the other way, it ends up in a charge. Either way, it was good because Ratner, or good for Marlboro anyway. But Green quickly to the baseline, short on a layup, and the rebound will go to Alexi Friedman. It's really the first time we've said his name, but a nice move from Friedman with the left hand and a hook.
May not be the last.
From Melt. They're going to say that he had it on his hip. I don't even know what that. The official was kind of slapping his hip and saying, I don't really understand that.
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that call. The old hip carry violation.
I don't know. It's a short conference thing. Ratner. A wild shot. That's what Maripodi does, is he frustrates you into taking a shot like that. And it ends up with Riley going to the hole. Rabayo keeping it alive. Howard has it. He goes with a turnaround, and Kyle Howard's huge first half rolls on. It's 31-19. Maripodi's going to pick up a foul, and that's fine.
Yeah, I like that foul. Who cares if it was 60 feet away from the hoop? It's worth it.
Yeah, just the fourth team foul. You're winning by 12 as Rabayo gets a seat. Prakash is back in. I think Ratner knows, though, when 4 is guarding me, I may have to just let it fly from where I am if I have even a little bit of space if I want to end up shooting the ball. But, I mean, right now, and the second foul on, oh, easy there.
Oh.
And they're going to get a technical foul on the baseline as Maripodi, they're going to say Ratner chucked the ball back at Maripodi.
Look at that little smile he has.
So you have a personal foul on Maripodi, a frustration technical on Ratner. In high school basketball, a technical foul is also a personal foul, so that's the second on Ratner. And Riley goes to the line for the first of 2 free throws to knock it down. And he's 2 for 2 there. And Montgomery gets the ball back.
Well done, Maripodi.
I mean, there's no reason to go away from him now. But if anything, what he's done is he's put a little bit of a microscope on himself, so he probably needs to behave. A lazy bounce pass is stolen by Friedman, and he lays it in. 33-21 Montgomery, 2:37 to go first half. Eliconi will check back in for the Cougs. Green and Vermelt. Kevin goes for Maripodi, and it's deflected away. Back-to-back steals for the Mustangs, and they try to pull within 10 or possibly 9. Kevin Vermelt, a very, very underrated defender. Friedman tries to blow by, but they stay right with him, does Vermelt, but the rebound to Ratner. A good crossover into the lane, a floater no good. Howard tries to come up with the rebound, but can't. Maripodi will get a break, and you see his teammates standing up for him. Well deserved for one of Montgomery's 6 senior captains. LaRocca. We're going to get a foul on Howard on the outside.
That was a close one. He almost got there. Their switching has been excellent too. Even when they are getting kind of caught with some of these dribble handoffs and the drives, they're on every defender.
The lead remains 12, 33-21, as Ratner now will be closed out on by Riley Green. Ratner splits 2 guys, feeds to the corner, and LaRocca knocks down a 3 with Curry's hand in his face. So the lead is 9 again as we approach the 1-minute mark of the second quarter. Prakash and now Green. Riley, who ended the first quarter in style, will lead for Vermelt, and Kevin's going to knock down a 3.
He is Mr. Go-To. When a run is happening, he puts a stop to it.
He's like a walking fire hose. Just put out the flames, baby. 36-24, Montgomery. Here's a 3 from the corner, an air ball. Curry tries to track it down, and they're going to say out of bounds was Spatola and Marlboro. I'm pretty excited I haven't called the Manalapan yet during the game.
I was kind of waiting for that. I guess it's
know.
not going to happen now. You're conscious about
From Melt, a no-look to Rohan, who throws it down with authority. Captain to captain, 38-24. That's about as razzle-dazzle as you're going to see from Melt, and well worth it there. Curry kind of bobbing and weaving around the facts of life, trying to bait Ratner into throwing to the near side, which is what he wanted. LaRocca, a step back long 2 is way off the mark, and they're going to get a foul on the inside as Grundy was upset.
That was great individual D by Curry. He was moving his feet, got a good contest on that.
Marlboro freshman Jack Seidler is going to go to the line with 6.1 seconds to go. A 14-point lead for Montgomery. 1-1 here, so you got a rebound. It's no good. Prakash has it. Vermelt's going to throw up for Curry. Ryan at the buzzer. No good. No, and well, we had an odd buzzer sound there as the ball was in live play. I'm confused, but that's all right. It's just another day here in Montgomery when I'm confused. That'll do.
Business as usual.
It'll do it for the first 16 minutes. And Montgomery leads it by 14, 38-24. We'll be back in just a couple of seconds with some statistics and analysis. And the third quarter of play. Central Jersey Group 4 opening round. Montgomery and Marlboro right after this. You're caught in the mire. It's the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience.
Want to turn yourself into a dominant basketball player? Then look no further than Montgomery head coach Chris Grundy and the Grundy Hoops Academy. Every 1-hour session will improve confidence, communication, and develop winning basketball players. Contact Coach Grundy at grundyk2@gmail.com. That's GRUNDYK, the number 2 at gmail.com, and schedule your lesson today. Pequod Communications are a professional provider of business solutions who specialize in facilitating corporate communications. They possess the necessary palette of skills, services, and technology to do so dynamically and with tangible, measurable results. That is to say, efficiency, cost savings, growth, and much more. Contact Pequod Communications at 609-951-0300, extension 125. Since 1992, Roundview Capital's goal is to be your family CFO and to provide you with the peace of mind that comes from knowing that all your financial affairs are well attended. To this end, we approach all relationships with a comprehensive and integrated framework to provide clarity and insight into the myriad and complex questions involved in managing your wealth. Contact us at 609-688-9500. Chuck Prescott at Rubin, Ehrlich & Buckley PC provides a wide range of legal services to clients from across the United States, ranging from large national financial institutions in complex multi-state financial transactions, to regional claims counsel for a national title insurance company, to local real estate developers in the acquisition and development of commercial property, to individuals buying and selling a home. All of this results in the availability of their firm to satisfy your legal needs. Contact them at lawreb.com, that's LAWREB.com, or by phone at 609-637-9500. At Montgomery Orthodontics, we're committed to providing excellent orthodontic treatment and first-class service for our patients, their families, and our referring doctors. We're committed to being the community leader in quality orthodontic care. We treat children, adolescents, and adults, and we feel everyone deserves the benefits of a beautiful smile. Contact us at montgomeryortho.com or by phone at 609-688-1611. That's montgomeryortho.com or by phone at 609-688-1611. Princeton Orthopedic Associates have 5 locations in the greater Mercer County area and are fully equipped with digital x-ray technology, physical therapy, and MRI tech to fully diagnose and treat the entire spectrum of musculoskeletal disorders. With a total of 25 physicians spanning multiple specialties, they are one of the largest orthopedic groups in the state. Go to PrincetonOrthopedic.com or simply Google Princeton Orthopedics and get on the road to feeling well immediately. In today's highly competitive business environment, it's no longer acceptable to leave outcomes to chance or make gut decisions. Business strategy and investment decisions must be made in the most detailed and rigorous analysis available. This is what Resonant Analytics provides: deep, sophisticated analysis of your business opportunities from the data up. We specialize in developing key business and marketing strategies based on your objectives and a detailed analysis of your underlying data. We mine deeper into your business, product, and consumer data to unearth insights that form the basis of your business and marketing strategy. The Resonant Analytics approach takes the guesswork out of the process and gets your organization from data to decision. Contact us at resonantanalytics.com or by phone at 609-759-6800. Midori Sushi, located at 1225 Route 206 in Princeton, offers a wide array of authentic Japanese dishes. Try our food and service today. Come in for a Japanese lunch special or during evenings for a delicious Japanese dinner. You can also online order your favorite Japanese food for takeout or catering. Our goal at Midori Japanese Restaurant is to provide an unforgettable dining experience for all our patrons. Midori Sushi, located at 1225 Route 206 in Princeton. Call them at 609-454-3998. Want to turn yourself into a dominant basketball player? Then look no further than Montgomery head coach Chris Grundy and the Grundy Hoops Academy. Every 1-hour session will improve confidence, communication, and develop winning basketball players. Contact Coach Grundy at grundyk2@gmail.com. That's GRUNDYK, the number 2 at gmail.com, and schedule your lesson today. Pequod Communications are a professional provider of business solutions who specialize in facilitating corporate communications. They possess the necessary palette of skills, services, and technology to do so dynamically and with tangible, measurable results. That is to say, efficiency, cost savings, growth, and much more. Contact Pequod Communications at 609-951-0300, extension 125. Since 1992, Roundview Capital's goal is to be your family CFO and to provide you with the peace of mind that comes from knowing that all your financial affairs are well attended. To this end, we approach all relationships with a comprehensive and integrated framework to provide clarity and insight into the myriad and complex questions involved in managing your wealth. Contact us at 609-688-9500. Chuck Prescott at Rubin, Ehrlich & Buckley PC provides a wide range of legal services to clients from across the United States, ranging from large national financial institutions in complex multi-state financial transactions, to regional claims counsel for a national title insurance company, to local real estate developers in the acquisition and development of commercial property, to individuals buying and selling a home. All of this results in the availability of their firm to satisfy your legal needs. Contact them at lawreb.com, that's LAWREB.com, or by phone at 609-637-9500. At Montgomery Orthodontics, we're committed to providing excellent orthodontic treatment and first-class service for our patients, their families, and our referring doctors. We're committed to being the community leader in quality orthodontic care. We treat children, adolescents, and adults, and we feel everyone deserves the benefits of a beautiful smile. Contact us at montgomeryortho.com or by phone at 609-688-1611. That's montgomeryortho.com or by phone at 609-688-1611. Princeton Orthopedic Associates have 5 locations in the greater Mercer County area and are fully equipped with digital x-ray technology, physical therapy, and MRI tech to fully diagnose and treat the entire spectrum of musculoskeletal disorders. With a total of 25 physicians spanning multiple specialties, they are one of the largest orthopedic groups in the state. Go to PrincetonOrthopedic.com or simply Google Princeton Orthopedics and get on the road to feeling well immediately.
Welcome back to the Mire. Keith Block, Matt Pogue with you here at halftime of the Central Jersey Group 4 opening round. And for those of you trying to follow along at home, and I don't know if you are or not, but Trenton, the 1 seed, is in double overtime against the 16th seed Howell. And I'll enlighten Coach Rearing as well, as he's going to hopefully come over here and slap a headset on. So let me repeat that for you, because I don't know that you heard what I had to say. Trenton.
Double overtime? Boom.
60. Well, look at you. So, all right, fine.
I love
So
it.
is Thunder.
Steelers, I love it. We got to get you around more.
Jeez.
Love you, Glock.
Thanks. No, you don't. You would have let me feel important for a minute if you loved me. What was it like in the locker room?
It's been a long time since I've been in there. I'm sure it's pretty typical. I mean, as always, Coach Grundy is not happy with a 14-point lead because there's always room for improvement. And, I mean, just driving home some key things, like they need to get stops defensively. And he made it a point to let them know that they scored 38 points and a half, and it was only 2 threes, one of them being Riley's half quarter.
Yeah.
So just, I mean, sticking with the game plan, doing what got them this far, and not being rattled by a little run or anything else that's going on. I mean, I think they got some great contributions. I thought Will did a great job on Ratner, just kind of giving him a different look. Rohan Rabayo did a great job not only getting offensive rebounds, but keeping some balls alive where other people scored off of it. I think Kyle Howard had a great half.
12 points.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Some kids don't score that in 32 minutes.
No doubt. Attacking the inside of the zone from the elbows was extremely effective early. From a schematic standpoint, what forces something like that to be so open underneath?
I mean, it's just talking about it. Like I told you before the game, that's one thing that they can do. And the way Marlboro really extends everyone, it opens up the high post. And then when your guys down low have to come up, it just opens up that baseline, and it makes things easy if you can get some playmakers the ball.
I didn't realize the height advantage was going to be this significant for Montgomery. What does Marlboro do? If you're coaching against this team and you go, all right, we're definitely outgunned on the inside, how do you attack that or stop what's been working for Montgomery?
Well, one thing, they have to start trying to get position not under the rim, and they have to try to push them out. I mean, Rohan and Rabayo are big kids. They're not like strapping football players, but you can get on them, but you can't be under the basket and expect to get a rebound over a 6'8" kid. And I mean, Montgomery's relentless too. They just keep getting after it. So it's tough to really combat that when you have 3 and 4 guys just hungry for the ball.
Well, I will let you return to your seat because I don't want you to go all superstitious on us and then I'm going to get in trouble.
I appreciate that. Coach Grundy appreciates that.
Oh, listen, I know. I don't want to get in the way of any of that wrath. Thank you, Coach. That's the head coach of the North Hunterdon Lions, Kyle Rarick. You're allowed to take the headset. See, that was a good job out of you. Way to wait for permission.
I'm going to be out of a job soon. I got to watch out.
Just don't let him take over the camera. So here we are for the second half of play. Try to update you as many times as we can on the Trenton High game. Former Montgomery Athletic Director Bernie Dembski over taking a peek at the monitor right now. Asked him to keep us abreast to all of the changes as the Cougs will attack right to left on the Mire here in half number 2. Eliconi and Green dribble handoff, and Green has it stolen by Spatola. From Melt with some good defense, and they're going to say Eliconi will pick up a foul.
Let's see how they react to this start. That's definitely not what they had written down on the playbook.
First foul of the half, obviously either way, as Spatola will step back and try to use the window. No good. From Melt will come up with a strong rebound. Goes behind his back. Fake pass into the lane, no good. Howard's got a rebound, and his layup will not go, but Kyle Howard, who had 12 points in that first half, will go to the free throw line to try to extend this Montgomery lead.
And once again for Melt, going to the basket after they had a tough start during the quarter.
And the first free throw from the Cougar captain is good. Jack Seidler will go to the bench for Marlboro. Second one from Kyle's good. 16-point lead for the Cougs, 40-24. Marlboro will look to attack. As far as Montgomery's concerned, if you can just make them play offense for a long time, that's a victory. But Ratner will step back and knock down another three. Alex Ratner's pretty talented.
Yeah, he's quite a shooter. They're going to need to kind of watch out for him, even if they're slowing down and making them use up 30 seconds of clock. That three-point can be devastating.
Vermelt will handle for Montgomery. A little baseline drive and a kick. Kevin. As they rotate around the outside. Up and under from Riley. That's no good. Another offensive rebound. And that's good from Eliconi with the left hand. That's a strong take from the senior. Spatola. Man, I got to tell you, when you're as diminutive as this team is, and when I'm to put a height number on it, I bet you that Spatola and Ratner are probably only about 5'9".
Yeah, and that's after putting on the sneakers.
You really have to have a quick release in it and step back to really free your hands, and they've both had to do that here. As a great fake pass from Howard, but another block from Marlboro from Nick Lugo. Montgomery awaits, hopefully with a win here, the winner of Middletown South and Heightstown. Middletown South is the 5 seed. There's a bunch of bodies huddled around that Trenton game, which must mean to me that it's possibly trying to get an update here and watching what we got. It's 63-62, Howell up 1 with the ball, and they're fouled in double overtime, going to the line with 23 seconds to go. So this could be unbelievable as Ratner knocks down the first free throw. I am actively watching the live BCB broadcast as Amanda Bassford looking at the same thing we all are here, as another free throw from Marlboro is good. So trying to watch both this game and that and bring you all of that action. This is the first time we've ever broadcasted 2 games live at once on the Mire.
Who says he's not talented?
Eliconi curling around a screen. Free throw from Howell was no good. And a pass inside for Prakash ends in an easy layup. So that was a huge miss from Howell. The second, oh my God, also no good. So Trenton is going to get the ball back here with 20 seconds to go as they come over midcourt with a chance to win. A layup is up and good from Trenton with 10 seconds to go, so they have the lead back. And Vermelt's going to pick up a foul and give me a chance to watch the rest of this game. Howell calls timeout. 10 seconds to go in double overtime for Trenton. It was a huge pair of missed free throws for Howell. Bringing you back here to the game at hand, Montgomery 44, Marlboro 29, 4:36 to go in the third quarter. Ratner, right off the inbound, will lay it in. Howard was there, but not much he could do. Green goes to the baseline, feeds in the middle for Rohan, and he will miss a chippy, and it will go into the hands of Marlboro. 13-point lead for the Cougs. Ratner with a little shimmy and a shake. And they're going to get a foul as Riley Green looked like he had got a pretty decent block on that ball. Trenton and Howell are still in timeout as Ratner goes to the line. The officials are just bringing Trenton and Howell out of their respective huddles as Elliconi's going to come back in the ball game. Ratner's second free throw is good. The lead is 12 for Montgomery, 44-32. Some man pressure from Marlboro. They go to the post for Rubio, and they're going to get a foul on the floor. Howell's trying to inbound it. They get it in here, and here they come. Over midcourt with 9. They get into the lane, and they're going to get a offensive foul. They called a charge on Howell. Trenton's going to get the ball back. They may survive that. It was a really strong take into the middle of the Trenton defense, but a big call from the officials. Green taking his time. As Curry feeds inside. Elliconi strong with the right hand, laying it in. It's 46-32.
Great look by the freshman.
Madam, a little surprised Marlboro changed things up here defensively.
The zone was working pretty well. I mean, I guess not extremely well. They were still losing the half, but still.
I guess you got to try to change something.
But man-to-man doesn't seem like the right change.
No, not here. As Curry hedged just a little too much. They got lucky with a missed three there as Prakash comes up with the rebound. And the 6'7" swing guard forward will leave it off for a Green. He'll go to the lane, lay it in, and one. That's just a strong take from the Cougar senior point guard. There's 5 seconds to go in Trenton High's game with Howell. They're actually playing at a middle school in Trenton because Trenton's gym isn't open yet. No good on the free throw. 5 seconds is an eternity in basketball, so plenty of time for Howell. Second free throw, good. Again, trying to watch 2 basketball games at once to bring them both here to you, and they missed it. And is that a foul? Did they call that out of bounds? They called the ball out of bounds off Howell. Wow. A 3 is no good, but they're going to get Rubio. It was a pair of missed free throws from Trenton, and there was contact under the basket, and they called it out of bounds off of Howell with 3 seconds to go. So Trenton has the ball back, up a point. Free throw is missed here in the Den live. Wow. Second free throw is good. And because it was a 3-point attempt, it'll be 3 free throws for Nick Lugo. And he cans 2 of the 3. So it's 49-34. Montgomery with the lead, 2:30 to go. Full court pressure now as Maripodi will throw for Rubio, and Chris tries to corral it but can't. Montgomery looking to advance to round 2 on Wednesday as Prakash closes out and gets his hand on a basketball. Green throws a expert bounce pass. Curry to the reverse with the right hand. That is as pretty as you're going to see out of 2 guards, and it ends with a freshman with a bright future. 51-30 for Montgomery.
Look out for that one on the highlight tape.
Ratner's going to be fouled on the outside on his way to the hoop. Trenton's going to inbound it underneath the basket at which they are shooting. They throw it in. Was that stolen? What do we have? They're going to say that's the game. The ball was kicked around a little bit by Trenton and Howell, and that'll do it. So the number 1 seed Tornadoes of Trenton have survived by the skin of their tornado teeth against 16th seeded Howell. They were 7-16 going into the game. So that would have been a minor miracle. Christmas miracle come about 10 months early. Or 2 months late, depending on how you're looking at it and how your Christmas presents went this year. Ton of free throws in this quarter as Montgomery's already picked up 7 team fouls. The freshman point guard Curry will end up with the ball in his hands, and he brings it over midcourt. And they're going to get a foul on the outside. That one ended up costing Montgomery a bucket, actually, and I bet you it actually would have been a pretty nice alley-oop dunk.
Oh, yeah, Curry loves that alley-oop. He's going to be doing a lot of those in his career.
Green's going to go right to the baseline. He leaves in the middle. Prakash, he's going to lay it up and in, and 1. That's Riley Green making everything happen there. Prakash with the finish. 17-point lead for Montgomery, 53-36.
I think I saw a little bit of the Jordan tongue out on that little dish. He got inside, he committed the man. He was like, all right, this is going to look good.
I still maintain that that's going to come back to bite them at some point, as the free throw from Prakash is no good. Very disciplined defensive teams are going to allow you to jump there. And
oh, yeah, there won't always be something to dump off to, but that time it looked great.
A little floater is no good, but the ball ends up right in the hands of Alex Ratner. So where Paul Lee couldn't capitalize, Ratner was able to. 53-38. We approach a minute to go in the third quarter as Riley Green with some pace. Now to Curry. Ball fake. And they're going to say a travel first as Curry just couldn't keep his feet. You want to know the difference between a freshman and a senior? That play was something we saw Kevin Fromelt do a whole bunch of times over the course of his career. And now Kevin Fromelt's a senior. He's big and he's strong, and you can control your body just way better. You've got a lot less baby giraffe in you. As a 3 is up and good from Lee. And once you can control your body like that, you just stop turning it over.
Yeah, that's going to eventually turn into a floater.
Green all the way coast to coast. As if Eddie Edenfield was in my brain.
I don't think Eddie wants to be there.
55-41 Cougs as we're under 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Elicone with a kickball. We'd reset the shot clock if we had one. But we don't, so we won't. Either way, Marlboro still has it. 16.9 to go. Ratner likely looking to hold for the final shot. 10 seconds to go. Cougars extending out. LaRocca with 6. Driving, trying to get it back to his star. He does. A heave is good. And that'll do it for the third. So much in the same way, nearly in the same spot as Riley Green knocked down a long 3 to end quarter number 1. So does Ratner go in quarter number 3. And yet, it is an 11-point lead for Montgomery with 8 minutes to go here in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 4 playoffs. Montgomery 55 and Marlboro 44. We'll be back right after this. You're caught in the mire. It is the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience.
Midori Sushi, located at 1225 Route 206 in Princeton, offers a wide array of authentic Japanese dishes. Try our food and service today. Come in for a Japanese lunch special or during evenings for a delicious Japanese dinner. You can also online order your favorite Japanese food for takeout or catering. Our goal at Midori Japanese Restaurant is to provide an unforgettable dining experience for all our patrons. Midori Sushi, located at 1225 Route 206 in Princeton. Call them at 609-454-3998.
Welcome back to Skillman, New Jersey. Keith Glock and Matt Pogue with you in the mire. Matt, Montgomery has used its significant height advantage inside to kind of bulldoze its way to what has been a pretty comfortable lead for the last 2 quarters or so.
Yeah, but the full court pressure at the end of the third quarter was kind of rattled them just a little bit. We're going to see how they respond to that.
You survive the storm of Marlboro as Ratner driving, and a layup is good as Prakash just couldn't get there quick enough with the help defense. From Melt. And now Rubio will dribble it over midcourt. Boy, it helps when your bigs can handle the ball like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, he did not look too nervous, which is a great thing to see.
He's had a good example. Rubio between 2 guys and makes it look easy as Ratner had no choice but to just kind of concede there as the 6'8" sophomore had his way.
Yeah, that was not a sophomore move.
His post game is already more developed than Rohan's. And he's still got 2 more years to refine it. Lee, another 3, that's no good, and Prakash will sky for the rebound. From Melt, they had an alley-oop if they wanted it,
He was thinking about it.
Joe thought a little bit better of it. I would go right back to him. Feed the big man. The short corner for Prakash. Now they do go to Rubio. A little jumper is good.
A soft touch in the paint.
Boy, does the future look bright for the Cougs between Curry and Rubio. This is LaRocca. Eliconi is the one drawing the assignment on Ratner as they're playing a box and one. LaRocca, his floater is no good. Rubio's got the rebound. And Riley Green will go the diagonal route through 3 guys. Dishes to the corner for Joe, a 3. That's no good off the back iron. And Schutter's got the rebound. That's a good basketball name, isn't it? Schutzer.
Schutzer. What's he doing? He's shooting.
Offensive foul is what is happening for Eliconi. LaRocca can't believe it.
That's what I love about a player like him. He missed a 3 on the other end, got back immediately in position on defense, takes a charge.
The charge is charged to Spatola. That's his 6th team foul, so everybody's in the bonus. From Melt with a good job to handle. Green throws an alley-oop. Prakash over 2 Marlboro players. Gathers it in, lays it in. 61-46 Montgomery. That's about as good as it gets.
Oh, Curry is smiling somewhere right now.
Jealousy that it wasn't him. Ratner is sent packing the other way by Prakash and right into the hands of the waiting point guard Riley Green.
Oh, feed him again. Feed him again.
Howard gets it right back from Prakash. He uses the window after a lot of contact and no call, and it just rolls off. A nice contested layup is up and good from Spatola. And they are going to get a foul on, looks like, Alexi Friedman. That is his 4th. 4:58 to go in the game, 61-48 Montgomery. Got to give Marlboro credit. they have not let this one get out of control by any stretch of the imagination. Vermelt to the line for 1-1. First free throw from Kevin's good. We've seen that game after game, haven't we?
He is old, reliable.
Vermelt is 2 for 2. The lead is 15, 63-48. Just over 3 minutes into the final stanza of the opening round of the Central Jersey Group 4 playoffs. Lee. And they're going to say a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Montgomery. Howard will inbound. And it is stolen. They go right inside, and a layup no good, but a foul as Alex Ratner is going to go to the line. Riley Green kind of tapping his chest saying that one was on me. First free throw is good. And the second one is good as Ratner rolls that one home. The lead again is 13. Full court pressure from the Mustangs. And another turnover. And we're going to get a blocking foul. That's the 5th foul on Kyle Howard. So when somebody fouls out, you get 20 seconds to right the ship and figure out what you want to do. And it'll be Curry. Boy, did Howard play a fantastic game tonight or what?
Yeah, especially that first half. That was excellent offense.
Marlboro is now in the double bonus as Montgomery has 9 team fouls. First free throw is good. The lead is 12, 63-51. Marlboro hanging, as Teddy KGB would say, hanging around, hanging around.
That full court press is giving them the business a little bit right now.
Alligator blood. 2 free throws from the Mustang Junior. Prakash will retrieve the inbound. And Curry now gets it over midcourt with Green. Robayo leaving inside for his board mate Prakash. He misses a couple, or one layup, I was going to say 2. But the second one found its way to the bottom of the hole, and the lead again is 13.
He's just playing catch with himself. Nobody can get up there with him.
It's just greedy, rolling up the stats. A short corner jumper is just that, and short. The rebound to Green. He's triple teamed, so Vermelt coming to get it. He throws an alley-oop up for Robayo, and he'll just come down with it and lay it in with the left hand.
They can get some stops. They won't be able to set up that full court press as quickly. They can really get out and run again.
Ratner, a pullback 3. And no good. Robayo, though, skying over. Looked like Lugo. Now it's Green streaking the other direction. Vermelt will go to the lane. Prakash kicking it back out, and Montgomery will play a little bit of offense. Instead, Riley saw some daylight, and he misses a layup, but gets it right back thanks to the slick play of Robayo and a hip check. From Friedman. I think that's his 3rd. Oh, I see what happened. Earlier when Friedman had picked up a foul, Milic had given it to Howard, and that was why I thought that it was his 4th. Riley misses the front end of 1-1. 3:15 to go in the game. And Green atoning for the miss with a steal. And they're going to get a foul. So O'Reilly will head right back to the charity stripe after Nick Lugo. Riley with his hands up on his head. That's what they used to tell you, right, at camp when you were a kid and you were really tired and you hunched over and they say, "Good air's up top, man."
Yeah, I don't know if that ever worked.
No,
though.
that was not a thing. I didn't agree. First free throw is good. Though knocking down free throws when you're tired is way harder than you think.
Yeah, that basket seems a lot farther away.
Riley knocks down both of them. (69-52) is the lead. So Montgomery growing the 8-point lead again, but a nice job by LaRocca. Fromel. Curry right back to Prakash. The point guard making like the man that he is, rather assist than score. 71-54 is the lead. Prakash couldn't come down with a rebound, but got a block for good measure. They throw up ahead for Rabayo. Chris with two hands. And a foul. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Oh, he's feeling pretty good right now. Yeah, we've come full circle. We saw that one of the first games of the season. Now he still knows how to do it.
The sophomore. Misses the free throw a bit short. This is the biggest lead of the game for Montgomery, 73-54. Schutzer knocks down a three. 2 minutes to go. Still a full court press as Green skies to snag that one. Fromelt had a ton of room if he needed it, but instead he and Curry will just work out of some trouble. Green will go right to the hoop, though, with the right hand and lay it in.
If they're going to leave you that open, you can't turn that down.
Marlboro's got to be just out of gas at this point. I don't know if there's a way we can find a score of Hightstown and Middletown South. I don't know if anybody has the ability to do that. See if we can employ some help on that one, as a three-pointer is good from Friedman. With 90 seconds to go in the game. Rabayo again, and he'll throw it down again with the right hand. Montgomery High School turning into Lob City here in the month of February.
I think Rabayo wishes there were a few more minutes left to play if he gets to do that.
1:21 to go in the game. It's a 17-point lead for Montgomery. So I guess this is as good a time as any to tell everybody what we have coming up, because minus the world's biggest basketball collapse, Montgomery's going to be playing here at home on Wednesday, and it will be against the winner of Hightstown and Middletown South. I will be away for the rest of the week. We will be here with you in the mire. Matt Pogue and Tim Bartholomew will bring you the action on Wednesday, and then, God willing, on Friday, which, if the seeds hold true to form, would be against Trenton High. Montgomery going to the bench for Bellavia, Davino, and Ben Hubach. A great hand for the seniors, Green, Fromelt, and Prakash. More contributions, Adam Maripodi. So, Matthew, I'll thank you in advance as I will be down in hopefully sunny Florida. It looks a little might be overcast Florida, but
I think you'll make do.
I was going to say, I think I could deal with 77 degrees, cloudy or not. But looking forward to tuning in on Wednesday to watch the second round. Bellavia will throw for Hubach, and Ben will lay it up and in. 79-62. La Rocca. That three's no good, but Schutzer knocks it back outside. 30 seconds to go in the games. And that three is no good, but out of bounds off the hand of Rubio from Ratner. La Rocca with a step back, that's no good, and Bellavia is going to track down the rebound, and that is pretty much going to do it. Curry is going to walk it out. And you see the Montgomery student section, many of them seniors, paying tribute before a lot of them head off to Florida tomorrow morning. The final score here in the Den in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 4 playoffs, Montgomery 79 and Marlboro 62. Montgomery advances to play on Wednesday night here in the Den. And they await the winner of Middletown South and Heightstown. We were efforting a score for you, but came up a bit short on that one. Trenton High survived a scare in one of Trenton's middle schools today, won in double overtime against 16th seeded Howell. That would have opened up some things for Montgomery had that actually gone down.
That would have been a nice surprise.
Mr. Pogue, your thoughts?
Listen, that was the best rebounding that I've seen all year. They were tenacious. They were all over the boards. They got the transition offense going. Like, they played great, start to finish.
I hate when you have to sneeze and then it doesn't happen.
Oh, is that what you were doing? I thought that was a new dance. No? All right.
No. Not at all. The preceding has been a production of the Myers, the sole property of the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of this game without the express consent of the Myers strictly prohibited. Montgomery advances through the first round of the Central Jersey Group 4 playoffs. We will see you Wednesday live in the Mire. Tim Bartholomew and Matt Pogue will bring you the action live. Pre-game at 6:30 as usual?
Yep, same thing.
I'm like a parent turning the controls over. See how you guys handle it.
Well, I'm going to take a picture of the board. If you think I'm not, you're out of your mind. Just make sure we can do it right.
Montgomery has defeated Marlboro 79-62. Survive in advance, Mr. Polk. Survive in advance.
Yeah, they did a little more than survive this time.
We'll see you Wednesday night from Montgomery. I'll be in Florida.
Oh, yeah, you said that once or twice before. We'll be here.
Can we say it again?
No, we'll be here doing our job. Serving the community.
For Kyle Rarick and Matt Pogue, I'm Keith Glock. Thanks for watching.